Step into the ancient world where the resilience of Rome and Carthage is tested. The year 241 BCE was a time when the First Punic War was remembered throughout history. Picture the Mediterranean, its vast expanse witnessing a brutal struggle for dominance that would stain its waters with the blood of 400,000 men. Rome took Sicily, while Carthage, facing heavy financial losses, harbored a seething resentment that filled a thirst for revenge. It is amidst this backdrop a blood oath is taken, a solemn vow echoing throughout time, as young Hannibal Barca, with his father by his side, swore eternal enmity against Rome. This oath set in motion a series of events that would culminate in the rise of a hero, ScipioAfricanus. Before the Punic Wars, the stage is set with two mighty civilizations. Carthage, situated in present-day Tunisia, boasts maritime prowess, lively markets, and a diverse cultural scene. Rome, nestled in the heart of the Italian peninsula, proudly displays the Republic. The conflict erupted in 219 BCE when Hannibal's wrath descended upon Saguntum in Spain, igniting the flames of war. Carthaginian forces under Hannibal's command razed the city to the ground and slaughtered every Roman man, marking the beginning of the Second Punic War. Hannibal's tactics became legendary as he led his troops along with war elephants through the freezing Alps to surprise Roman forces at Trebia River in December 218 BCE. He outmaneuvered the Romans to secure a decisive victory. In June 217 BCE, Hannibal orchestrated one of history's largest ambushes at Lake Trasimene. In dense fog, the Romans were cornered between a lake and Hannibal's army, inflicting devastating slaughter. At the Battle of Cannae in 216 BCE, Hannibal achieved his crowning triumph of what some call the Roman Holocaust. Despite facing Rome's overwhelming army of 86,000 troops with only 50,000 of his own, Hannibal's cunning strategy prevailed. Anticipating Rome's tactics, Hannibal orchestrated a U-shaped formation with a vulnerable center, enticing the Romans to attack. Once engaged, Hannibal executed a brilliant encirclement, trapping the Romans and inflicting catastrophic losses with his Numidian horsemen. A Roman prisoner by the name of M. Junius, who was at the Battle of Cannae, states, "The Battle of Cannae was a devastating defeat for Rome, leaving the plain covered with heaps of dead Romans." Fabius Maximus, serving as dictator, initiated the Fabian strategy. This tactical approach prevented confrontation with Carthage and stopped enemy supply lines. Scipio's father and uncle served in Spain, as Spain served as a hub of communication, supplies, finances, and alliances to Carthage. Despite valiant efforts by Scipio's father and uncle in Spain, both died. Appian, an ancient reporter, described the devastating Battle of Cannae that left Rome in profound sorrow and despair. In just 20 months, Hannibal had slaughtered 150,000 men in battle, amounting to 1/5 of the Roman male population. The once mighty Rome found itself shattered, with multitudes in the streets, lamenting their relatives and fearing the enemy's grasp. The streets were filled with the mourning of families, and the scars of tragedy marred the once vibrant atmosphere of Rome. Fueled by determination and a solemn blood oath, Scipio pledged to defend the Republic, even promising death to those who betrayed it. Scipio was entrusted with his father's duties in Spain and embarked on a new mission to restore the glory of Rome. In 209 BCE, at New Carthage in Spain, Scipio assumed control of the city's outer defenses, successfully breaching the walls and securing the city. His handling of the aftermath, coupled with the humane treatment of hostages, endeared him to the Allies and earned him their support. The Battle of Baecula in 208 BCE showcased his diplomatic skills, reconciling with Numidian chieftain Massinissa. Despite his role in the demise of Scipio's father and uncle, Scipio's return of the hostages and support for Massinissa's claim to the Numidian throne forged him a crucial alliance. By 206 BCE, after success in the Battle of Ilipa and 4 years in Spain, Scipio took full control. After returning to Italy with his mighty success, Scipio was appointed consul. He proposed an invasion on Africa in 204 BCE. Scipio's plea to the Senate in Livy's words: "Italy has suffered long. Let her for a while have rest. It is Africa's turn to be devastated by fire and sword. It is time a Roman army threatened the gates of Carthage, rather than that we should have to see our walls rampart from an enemy camp." The Roman Senate was reluctant. However, Scipio, determined to end this war, raised an army of 30,000 troops and set sail for Africa. He secured victories besieging Utica in the same year. The Battle of the Great Plains in 203 BCE witnessed Scipio's triumph over Hasdrubal Gisco, the man who had killed his father and uncle, prompting the Carthaginian Senate to summon Hannibal Barca back home. The stage is set. 2 oaths: to harm and to protect. Only one would be victorious. Late October 202 BCE, at the Battle of Zama, the world witnessed an epic clash between 2 undefeated generals. With 30,000 troops, Rome confronted Hannibal's 40,000 on the plains. Scipio employed a unique infantry formation, placing soldiers with javelins in gaps to counter Carthaginian war elephants. As the battle unfolded, Scipio's use of trumpets confused the charging elephants, causing them to retreat on their own men. Rome's cavalry attacked the Carthaginian cavalry. Left was the infantry. Though facing the initial setbacks, Hannibal's foot soldiers engaged fiercely, with both sides deploying on their first 2 out of 3 lines of soldiers. Hannibal saved his 3rd line, his elite soldiers, for the final clash, intending to capitalize on the exhaustion of Rome's soldiers. Scipio, with a disadvantage, reformed his tired men and marched towards the enemy. At this decisive moment, Scipio's cavalry returned. Massinissa's Numidian forces flanked and destroyed Hannibal's veterans. This alliance with Massinissa turned the tide, resulting in the defeat of Carthage. The Battle of Zama marked the decline of Carthage's power and solidified Rome as a dominant force in the Mediterranean. Polybius wrote, "Such was the end of this battle, fought under these famous commanders, a battle on which everything depended, and which assigned universal dominion to Rome." 146 BCE. During the Third Punic War, Rome ruthlessly destroyed Carthage, leveling the city and enslaving or killing its inhabitants. Scipio's victory solidified Rome's legacy. The proverb, "all roads lead to Rome," expresses the historical and cultural significance of the Roman Republic, signifying the diverse paths that meet at what was the center point of ancient Rome. The ancient Romans influenced Western culture through art and architecture. Rome's curved roofs, marble structures, and enduring cement arches of the Colosseum are a marvel and are studied to this day. Roman contributions to science and technology, mastering the laws of physics. Rome created aqueducts and laid the foundation for the first modern sewage system. Rome implemented efficient farming techniques like crop rotation and irrigation. In literature and language, Roman poetry left an indelible mark on the global literature, with works like Ovid's Metamorphoses influencing authors such as Chaucer, Milton, Dante, and Shakespeare. The Latin language spoken by ancient Romans evolved into Romance languages such as Spanish, Portuguese, French, and Italian. The adoption of codex and format history revolutionized information storage, providing an efficient means to organize and preserve written knowledge. Ancient Rome's profound impact on law and governance established the Roman law as the cornerstone for the modern legal systems today. Concepts like citizenship, Senate governance, and the emphasis on citizenship participation continue to shape our political systems. The fundamental principle of innocence until proven guilty is rooted in the Roman law. The Roman Catholic Church, while not a direct result of Scipio's but indirect, has influenced history through its role of spreading Christianity, preserving classical knowledge, and shaping political and cultural landscapes. Its enduring impact extends to diplomacy, global affairs, and the formation of modern societies, making it a central force in shaping the course of history. Essentially, Scipio's victory at Zama laid the groundwork for a society that would imprint a lasting influence on human civilization. The Untold Turning Point.